Work is changing. The question is, are you? Welcome to 99 Problems But Work Ain't One, the new podcast series from HowNow that will help you prepare for the fast-changing world of work. I'm your host, Nelson Sivalingam, and I'll be talking to disruptive startups, contrarian thinkers, global leaders, and real game changers, and asking them the burning questions about the challenges we face at work, from scaling cultures and adopting technology to improving well-being and building fast-learning organizations that are prepared for the future of work. We get the insights, tactics, and actionable nuggets of knowledge to put to work. From Wednesday to 31st of March, join me and a fascinating guest each Wednesday as we discuss what makes work, work. Here's a little taster of what you can expect in Series 1.
Why don't you start off by telling us what these three elephants are?
Well, there's actually four of them because there's a fourth sneaky one. So
Okay.
something that a lot of learning and development people are aware of, but almost studiously ignore when they're going about doing their learning and development initiatives. And that obviously got me thinking, are there any other elephants lurking in the same room? And I realized there are a couple more. And strangely enough, they align very well with the first two books I wrote. So I ended up talking about the three elephants as the three books that I wrote.
Have consulting conversations with your stakeholders and actually ask them probing questions to get to the real cause of a problem. That's going to be a big skill difference there, which L&D teams probably haven't had to do before, because it's been very much, as you say, like a funnel where it's here's a requirement, go off and do it. There's never been that, well, let me ask you a few questions as to why you need that or how that's going to be applied and who that's going to work for.
I guess it wasn't really the challenge of we don't know what we should be doing. It was how do we prioritize? That was the challenge. It's when do you say no and how do you say no in a supportive way?
And that was like just over a year ago. Do you think things are still the same today?
Yeah, well, it's a really interesting question. I think the past year, in particular, given the pandemic, has probably actually forced us to prioritize. And whether we've done that consciously or subconsciously, I think we've had no choice but to be a little bit more ruthless and selective, perhaps as HR practitioners and as businesses as a whole.
We'd love it if you join us for these conversations. So please do hit subscribe so you'll be notified when those first episodes drop.